Maxi-catamaran. Sorry, it has to be on this side, but it is quite a toolbox. So, right, now we're going to start this, and if we open it up, have a look at what we've got in here now. Got the decals. I'm going to put them on one side. The sails, we're going to have a look at this. Excuse a second, that's just a prompt sheet there. Have a look here. Right, okay, it says cut out the sails basically to do the first lot of jobs on it. So we'll do that. There's a couple of other pieces here you need to get off for the first bit actually. So we'll just have a look here and see what we're doing. It's just parts 21 and 27. Right, part 1 of the PlayStation. What I've done is I've painted the blades black as per the instructions with white bodies, but I've left the white as is off the plastic tray. I'm not going to paint it white, I'm just going to make a coat of varnish and leave it like that for the small parts. So that's part 1. Okay, right, on the instructions here it says use a pair of scissors to cut this out. You can do that, but it leaves a rough joint. The best thing to do with this is, I'll show you on this side here, take your knife and put a light score across the plastic. Oh, that's gone through there. Across the plastic like that. All you have to do is then bend it, so like so. Cut it off nice and neatly, no worries about it. I'm going to get on and finish these sails off, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, now we've got the sails cut out. Next we have to do some bits to them, colour and mean. Now, on the instructions here, you've got numbers 31, 32 and 33, which refer to these decals on here, these three. Now, there is only one set of these, and you need them both sides. So what they've suggested is paint them. Okay, so one side you can either paint the inside one, or you can paint the outside one, depending on which one you want to do. There's also a paint piece down the bottom here as well to do on this one. On this one, it doesn't say. It does actually. All it says is paint. It doesn't actually tell you where to paint, but it does tell you to put these decals on here, here and here. And I suspect you have to paint them on the back here. For convenience sake, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some tape. Oh, there is it? Yeah. Just take a thin piece. You don't need thick stuff here. And what I'm going to do is just take a piece of the tape long enough, and we'll better put my glasses on for this. Excuse a second. Hopefully you can see this. I'm in shot here, and I'm just going to run the tape. I'm going to tape along the edge like this here, and whoops, I didn't, that's it, right there. Come back when I've done this. Okay, sorry about the noise, but the air compressor's on. Right, well, there's two ways you can do it. You can do it this way. That's good, stop. Use some thin tape and put it across the lines here, and then use something to cover up the rest of the model with, and then just give it a light spray. Let me just start getting this out. Here we go. And we can just give it a light spray here of the black. We're keeping this quite dry so it doesn't go under the tape. Go over it a couple of times. Make sure you come in from the other side as well. You see they're a little bit wet that time, and I just put down just for air, nothing else, and just dry it back like so. And we can peel this back now. It's fairly dry, and I do have tape on this particular one to show you both ways of doing it. Just spray it across here, leaving the tape blackened. Do the same on the back. Just put the sheets on here. So we're not spraying all the. We're just doing the bands. So we're just spraying the bands. We'll just put the tape on here, as you can see here, and I'm just going to get the back of it off if I don't drop my airbrush. Guts. Oh, blooming hands on it. And we'll just give this back end a spray. I am actually spraying it rather than using the decals, but it would be much better to do it this way, and then you'll get a nice even covering on it. If you use the decals on it, it's gonna, the density of the paint on one side is going to be darker than the other side, so it's going to show through. The best thing is just to spray the whole thing in one go. You might as well. It's not that much more trouble, and you'll get a much better finish on it as well. So if I can get these off of here. Come on, you. Off you come. There you go. Right, that's one way of doing it, as you can see here. Gives you a nice finish line either side, no trouble at all. And there we have, done nice and simply with the tape straight across, masked over very quickly and done all three, turned it over and done all the back three, and it's done nice and quickly. Once the paint's dried, pull off the tape and dump it, because you don't need that anymore. And now we'll do the same with here. We've got 1, 2, 3 on here, and we've got the bottom part as well to be done. We'll do front and back, so we've got a nice thick piece on the bottom here where the decal will go. So I'll be back in a minute and I'll show you the rest of the sails. Okay, I don't know where you can see this, but I'm going to hold it between fingers there. That is a 0.6 drill. The line I'm using in here is actually 0.3. Unfortunately, you can't put this cotton through on a 0.3 as it's a 0.3. You have to go a little bit larger, and I've had to go up to a 0.6 for it to go through a hole easily. I've also, what I've done is the end of this, I put a little bit of super glue on and rolled it round to a nice tight straight piece at the end here, and it stiffened it up enough so I can use it to push it through the hole easier. You don't want to use a needle or a pull through for like they use on sewing. This way it just simply goes straight through, and I can pull it through quite easily like that. Now we've got to go all the way up the sail, and we've got to just tack these in with a little bit of glue, it says. So we're going to do that in there. And we'll do both sails the same, and then I'll come back at the end and show you the finished sails. Okay, just to go back over what I've done. Stand almost done. I've been waiting for this to dry and get some aldite in. The aldite I've got in has gone off, so I can't use that, so I'm having to wait to buy some new ones, new tubes. The generators, they've been done and lacquered as well over the top, or clear coated over the top. The jib sail, now that's been done. You've just seen this done. I'll put the rigging on here. It's also had a coat of clear over the top and a coat of satin over the top of that, and it looks nice, just about right. So actually I've got to leave that there for the minute. Mainsail, I've still got, it still needs another coat of clear over the top, and then maybe 1 or 2 coats of satin over the top of that, both sides. So I'll get on with that bank holiday weekend, and this will be all completed up to part 5. Also part 16 will be completed over the weekend as well. Well, I've got plenty of space and time, and it's a nice weather to dry these with. So for now I'm going to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See you next month, at the end of the month, with the next part of the PlayStation build. So until then, bye for now.